Okay, a couple big things on the bond chart here. Looking at a daily 2 years long, and you can see we're at the top end of where we've been since November of the election. Here was election night. And all of these single prints that got washed out, we're right at the bottom of that right now. And if we can close above 156, we might have some room to move up to 162. But if anybody wants to tell me this is a uptrend, they're using a time frame that only goes back to maybe March, because the trend for the last 2 years is down. So really nothing has changed here. So be aware that 50% retrace is 157, and the 61.8 is right about where we broke down from. So I could see us getting the short-term trend is up, people super excited up to here, but then they need to pull back a little bit to really see the kimono and what's behind it. There's not a lot of opportunity to the upside in this chart the way we look at it on the upside. So give me 162 to sell, I'd be super happy, and I'd probably start legging in around 158 up to 162 if we continue to see this bounce. Now we did have a bounce from 146 to right here before, so $10. So a pullback here, by the way, I'm sure was a pretty nice fib number. Actually, I've already got it on there. That's this number right here. This is the 50, so we pulled back right to the 50. And if you were to see a continuation or a mirrored move of this $10, you would basically see 160. So somewhere up to here would be a mirrored move that would continue this. And here's how I get that. So if you really want to look at ranges that are possible here, again, 930 there. If we were to draw another 930 from this recent 50% retrace, it's going to get you right there. So that would be a projection for you on the long side. So keep that in mind, that if we get above and close above this 156 level, we could continue higher, but the trend is very clearly down, and I'd be careful looking only 3 months back. So March, April, May, June, 3 months. And this trend still hasn't continued higher because we haven't closed above this 156. As a matter of fact, we're trading 155.18 as we speak. I happen to be short term. Small position, but very small. Actually took off 2/3 of it today. So got just a little bit left, and be looking for kind of a mop up down here and then wash out of it. So that's kind of the big picture. I wanted to show that on the bonds just so everybody could see that. And there's multiple time frames that you could play here, and it's really a good idea to look at kind of not only the short-term trend is up, but where are we in the big picture going back a couple years when you're doing your analysis. This will help you to find the spots that are most likely for your risk appetite. And I think this is a really good depiction of that in multiple time frames and how you would behave on those multiple time frames. If we get above 156, get long. Look for a type of move, again, that gets you up here to that 160. That would be a full mirrored move of this after the 50% retrace. And then that would probably put the end to this overall move in place.